also shared just now, there's a lot for Tencent Cloud to learn from Boost Bank about Malaysia, and for Boost Bank to learn from Tencent Cloud about the industry, the AI stack and the app stack. And this journey that you're currently on with Tencent Cloud is just base camp, and you will be able to build on top of that. Tencent Cloud has a lot of domain expertise because it has its finger in many industries in China. How much would you say of the use cases in China are actually applicable outside China? From your observation, what do you see?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that you have to take any applications and replicate it here. I think that's not necessarily what I was talking about. I mean, if you think about AI overall, two things are going to happen in AI. One is that a lot of companies are going to work more with open weight models than closed weight. And I think the differentiation is going to be on the application layer, right? So it's less about infrastructure. That's why I meant infrastructure is base camp. Now, does that mean we're going to take all Tencent's applications and apply them here? Some yes, if we find is relevant, some no. But we have infrastructure that we can build applications on. I think that's the most important thing. So what does Tencent's infrastructure look like? It looks like at the base level, it's about hosting your cloud. Then the second is a middle layer where you can run your various LLMs on. So it gives you that flexibility, and then on top of that, you can build applications which can be your own applications or applications you can get from Tencent. I mean, going back to your first question, are there things that we can learn from Chinese use cases? I mean, you take QR, which is now all over Malaysia. That was something we learned from China.
Fair.
A lot of people told me in 2017 it won't work in Malaysia, that Malaysia is banked and all of that, and it's impossible. And now you look at where QR is. So I mean, that's the process of trial and error. There are other things in China that are now getting, like the palm pay and biometric authentication for payments that may not work here. I mean, so it's a process of test and learn. And it's not that we are just working with Tencent. We like to engage with all companies at the frontier. And I think if you are going to be ahead in this game, you have to be at the frontier. And we see Tencent as one of the companies on the frontier, and Tencent brings that value to us.
Can you just very briefly share, about the lowest hanging fruit of use cases in China that you see would be applicable in Malaysia?
Maybe driverless cars. I'm just kidding. But let me see. Lowest use case. I mean, to a large extent, I mean, if I take my industry, right, I think a lot of the use cases. So, for example, AI or something we've been doing for a long time, which was again, modeled out of the Chinese, which was AI-driven lending to businesses. So a lot of businesses that we lend to today, we score them using not just traditional sources, but alternate sources.
Yes.
Big thing in China, because a lot of small businesses in China don't have formal documentation.
And if I understand correctly, Boost has been doing this for a very long time as well.
We've been doing this for a long time, and that is again a use case taken out of China.
Yeah.
So we've been doing that in the machine learning age before Gen AI came into vogue. Now what we've done with Gen AI is we've built agents around that.
Okay.
So the first thing we did in the old machine learning age is we had machine learning models helping us to the credit score, which was like what Tencent and Ali and all these guys in China did. But what we are doing now is we're expanding that stack to let agents take some of the more complicated human-led decisions.
Okay.
And the agents are enabled because now the agents are run on large language models. So that's something that has evolved now. I know it's happening in China at scale, is something we are doing. So that's one example in our line of business.
Yeah. So as a result of these agents being put into play now, credit scoring will be more accurate, it will be faster, and you can do it at a wider scale probably?
I think what we're looking to solve is scalability. I think accuracy and efficacy of credit models, we had anyway achieved that with machine learning models as well. I think with agents coming on, it's really about scaling more complicated credit scoring or more complicated loan applications or products.
I see.
So agents are more about scale.
Yes.
I think if you're looking at pure credit scoring, we had already achieved what we wanted to achieve in machine learning. Well, not mastered. You never master anything, but we try and improve. We try and improve.
So back to the migration. Yes. So 100% from your existing cloud provider to Tencent Cloud. What's the timeline for this?
I mean, so we'd like to get it all. I mean, there's a timeline we've agreed with Tencent.
But within this year at least?
But no, I mean, so we'll do it in phases. So I think over phases, over a long stop would be, I mean, the longest stop would be 12 months to get everything. But we will phase out the migration, and we hope to get a large part of it done as soon as possible, right? So I think the longest will be 12 months. That will happen over a series of months. Yeah.
Understood. So Sheyantha, thank you very much for taking time.
Thank you.